All set, Inspector.
Okay.
Get out. No tricks, or there'll be a serious accident on the highway standing still. What do we got here? Your lunchbox? He says it's all his. Where are you taking that pile for a ride?
I was taking it to invest in stock in Switzerland, sir.
Are you aware that that's against the law?
He's just covering up the fact that he's trafficking in heroin.
But there is no heroin. My client is working as a businessman for a group that buys stocks, and he has to transfer some capital. We'd be prepared to pay a fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Inspector, let me ask the questions. Do you deny that you handed a bag to a presumed highway patrol officer?
Well, that's a strange thing to ask. I handed nothing to any highway patrolman.
So you handed drugs to no one?
Drugs, you said? I'm not even a smoker, my dear sir. And I'll be glad to let you know none of my friends are either.
Any of your partners called Gruber? Zardi? The respectable Mr. Benzi?
I protest. It's an outrage. My client can't be forced to make a statement or answer questions without the presence of a magistrate.
Oh, yes, he can, and more. Even without the presence of a magistrate in the early phase of an investigation. That's not the point. Now, Inspector, you must try to be clear.
I give up if we have to listen to this pack of lies. He knows nothing, and he backs him up. Like the owl and the pussycat.
What are you talking about, Terzi? It's the only way to find out the truth.
If you say so, sir.
Let's try to get some sense here. Now, he...
Excuse me, Inspector. We received an anonymous call that there was a dead girl in this apartment. I didn't realize you'd be here already.
Well, this is my house. The girl lived with me. I was about to call homicide.
Yes, of course, sir. Yes.
How can you explain your meeting with Terzi on the highway? Who informed him?
I've no idea how anybody could have found out.
Yet the only ones who knew about it were the chief, you, and I. Nobody else knew the time or place. I think you policemen all have an unconscious desire to end your careers as a bunch of heroes, medals pinned to your chests. But you can't be one. You've killed 2 of your colleagues already.
Yes, but nobody saw me do it. However, I do know who it was paid me for it.
With the truck.
No! 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 Come on!
No. You made a mistake this time, Terzi. An inspector from narcotics can't live with a drug addict. It's crazy. And when the poor girl dies from an overdose of heroin in his house...
I want to make a couple of things clear. To begin with, the girl was no longer on drugs. And second, it wasn't a question of heroin. She was killed.
Who was it killed her?
Benzi.
I should have guessed. Give me a reason.
Because they know that I'm getting close to breaking the case and they want to warn me off.
Ah, yes, of course. You're the only one who knows the whole truth, everything there is to know. I almost forgot. So that means that I have to go to headquarters and explain that you're really Captain Marvel, chased around by all the baddies.
Listen, sir, I know I'm on the right track. I'm about to trap Benzi. He was responsible for the death of that girl, and I'll see he pays for it within 48 hours.
Interesting, that. Only you've forgotten one little detail, Terzi. You are suspended from service until things are cleared up. When you come back, that is, if you come back, you're going to be sent miles away to Trapani. A long way from Benzi. And God willing, from me.
And if I'm a good boy, you'll send me to the passport office.
That's enough from you. How did you find out about the passport office?
Everyone knows the system. It happened to a guy who arrested a prostitute that turned out to be an important man's mistress. Everybody knows what goes on. It's the same in the government.
And since you fight the system, you think you're a hero?
No, I'm no hero. I just happen to think that Benzi runs the drug business here. And I'm prepared to prove it, even if some people don't like it.
You had better not mean me, Terzi. All I want is that we just stick to the rules. Is that clear? Now, I'm giving you one last warning. If this telephone rings once more because of you, you'll really find yourself in the passport office. Now you can go.
That phone will ring. And when it does, it'll be to tell you the Benzi case is closed. Inspector? That highway patrolman has just died.
Which?
The one who took the bag on the road. They're checking his cycle right now in the lab. Well, Luca, what'd you find out?
Hey, know what I think? That if things go on the way they're going, I'm going to sell my car and buy myself a bicycle. It's much better. One of those old bikes with big wheels they used to make in the good old days.
That'd be good for your paunch.
Hey, that'd make my wife very happy. Hey, women. She complains about it. In fact, she's gone so far as to refuse to cook spaghetti for me anymore.
That's tough.
It's tough, all right. This place is supposed to be a lab. Look, this is where I boil the pasta, tortellini, macaroni, whatever you like. And here we cook up the tomato sauce.
Bravo.
What we haven't discovered yet is a way of making Parmesan cheese. So we have to go out and buy that.
You do?
Sad, but it's a fact. Now, about that patrolman's motorbike. Nothing much to report, no fingerprints. However, there is one thing. We did find some mud on the tires and on the footrest.
Well?
Well, it's a rather special kind of earth with a high saline content, you know. The type is most unusual and found only in one place around here. It's quite close to the airport, where they have that pottery. Let me see. Wait a minute. I'll show you on the map. The place is about there. Yes, that's it exactly. Yes. Now, where's he gone? Hmm?
You better take one of the cars and get over there, Inspector. They won't let me take one of the official cars. But that means I can't go.
Everything you ordered's been taken care of, Mr. Benzi.
I had to come now because tonight is out. I got to get to Lugano immediately. So you get on the ball. I'll see you in Lugano tomorrow.
Certainly, sir.
Go ahead. I'll take over for you now.
Look what I've got for you. Shh. I've got a present for you.
Oh!
Give you a percentage for handling the transaction. Right. If I had my way, I'd spend all my time... Yes, Mr. Benzi, don't worry.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
Well, I just happened to be in the vicinity, and
I thought, well, you know how it is.
This isn't target practice. This is for real.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Please, I'm not armed. Please don't shoot. Please, you can't kill a defenseless man.
Good boy. Where's your boss? Keep him covered, will you?
Mm-hmm, sure.